なんだ、あんたも帰りなの。
トワ先輩、セリーヌも二人が連れ立ってるのもなんだか珍しい光景ですね。
言われてみればそうかもね。ま、たまにはね。喋る私が滞在するのもフォローしてくれたみたいだし。
そうだったんですか。
大したことはしてないよ。文校と町の人くらいだし。ただセリーナちゃん、外から来たお客さんとかには一応内緒にしておいてね。はいはい、分かってるって。エマと長年一緒にいるんだからそのくらいの容量は。
あ、猫が言葉を。
にゃー。これは
その
すみません、兄様。トワさんにセリーヌさんも。
エリゼってそこにいるの？
ごめんごめん、驚かせちゃったみたいだね。
Chubby young man. George Nom.
ジョルジュ君？
久しぶりだねとは。リン君にセリーヌ君も妹さんとは偶然テートからの列車で会ってね。
I like this music. I see, so you came to bring me letters from father and master. Yes, they arrived around noon, so I figured I should give them to you right away. I figured I could go back today, so I just decided to come. I had planned to just come and go, but no, I won't allow this. The last return train leaves at 10. A girl like you cannot go alone. We have guest rooms in the dorm, so please stay here tonight. But yeah, I insist too. Tomorrow is Sunday. I hope you didn't have any plans. Well, that won't be a problem. Fine, I'll take you up on that offer. After all, I do want to meet everyone at the branch campus. Thank you. Yeah, I'll get permission from the principal. Sorry, and thank you. I was surprised to see you, but I didn't think the fat mechanic would be coming too. I hadn't seen him in a year. He's gonna come over here after he sees the professor, right? He said he can order whatever we'd like. George has a hefty appetite, so we can probably order everything on the menu. Wow. You may be right. That may be too much. I was really surprised to see him on the train. He told me he spent this past year traveling all over the continent. Yeah, he was making his rounds to all the famous workshops across the continent. Zeiss Central Factory in Liberal, the Epstein Foundation in Le Mans. He said he used his connections to also go to Verne Company in the Republic. He managed to just waltz over to the Empire's biggest rival. The two countries are practically at war with each other half the time. That's true, though there's still a truce in effect right now. George was always an advocate for peace through technological exchange. Both he and Angelica are really setting good examples. Isn't Angelica traveling the continent on an orbital bike? Yeah, I think she might be coming back soon. Hey guys, sorry for making you wait. George! George! Please have a seat. Let's make a toast. That's right, you're old enough to drink now. I can drink too. I'll just have a ginger ale. And I'll have milk. Oh, food. Yum yum yum. Heard the rumors, but seeing what happened in Crossbell, the society is on the move again, and the group called the Gnomes? Yeah. Right. Queen, Miss Toa? That surprised me too. In my head, I know it's impossible. We went to his funeral after the war. We were there when they buried him. Yeah, he was resting so peacefully. Looked unusually content, you know, for Crow. Toa. For some reason, it seems like it was just yesterday. But you're right, we know for certain that masked man absolutely is not Crow. Yeah. In fact, that shadowy machine may not have even been a divine knight. It could have been something that looks like one. Speaking of which, was the Azure Knight ever retrieved? I heard they sealed it up so that the Noble Alliance wouldn't get their hands on it. Yeah, it's being stored in the depths of Guerrilla Fortress. Now that Crow is no longer alive, it shouldn't be able to teleport. So it must have been something else. Yeah, a small part of me was hoping it really was the knight. Yeah. Anyway, the gnomes are piquing my interest. They were the counterpart of the witches, and they vanished into the dark recesses of history. They built all the spirit shrines and were the ones responsible for everything you guys found in the old schoolhouse's basement. I heard the last time they clashed with the witches was about 800 years ago. That was the last exchange between the two groups. Supposedly, no one has seen the gnomes since then. And they just happened to choose today to return. They're going up against the society and have hired Zephyr. So it seems. Honestly, I have no idea what's going on. I'm sure the Elder or Vita would know more about this. Didn't you already ask the Elder, but she wouldn't tell you anything? Well, she can be really stubborn sometimes. Geez, despite looking like that, she can be such a stubborn hag. Looking like that? Oh, don't worry about it. Hey Reed, do you have any thoughts about the gnomes? What makes you think I know anything about them? Well, I did back you and Class 7 up in battle once. I like to think I know about the information you gathered during the Civil War. And under the assumption, I came up with a theory. The group known as Gnomes, could they be calling themselves something else now? Oh, that's... I've only heard bits and pieces, but... I was actually thinking that too. Over the last 2 months, my suspicions have grown. The name the Gnomes are using right now is... Right? I have no freaking clue. I think it's this. Mysterious workshop that created Milium and Altina's combat shells. I heard rumors about them selling extremely high-tech weapons to first-class Jaeger Corps. So, probably, the super long-range rifle that Crow used may have been one of them. It's the same with Altina's combat shell that abducted me and the princess. Yeah, although they erased all of Milium and Altina's memories at the workshop, no one has seen their true face, except for Chancellor Osborne and Ouroboros. Oh. And everything has come full circle. According to Vita, the Black Workshop was part of the Society's 13 factories. That's what I learned from my recent travels. The 13 factories are like a network that gathers technicians from all over the continent. Wait, what if I chose the other two? Would the conversation just carry on? But during the Civil War, the Black Workshop sided with the Chancellor and helped him steal the plan for the Society, from the Society. That makes sense. So the key to all this is Chancellor Osborne. He's not someone you can just talk to. Right? We can't just waltz up and ask him. Reen? What is it? Nothing. I don't want to make them worry. Thank you. I think I have a better idea of how all this information fits together. You're welcome. I'm interested in the Black Workshop too. I think the professor might know something. That makes sense. He is regarded as the most prestigious engineer in the continent. I was planning on staying at his lab tonight and helping out. I'm leaving for Roar tomorrow and I'll make sure to bring it up with him. I'll let you know if I learn anything new, Reed. Thank you. I feel like he'll be more open with you. Yeah. The old man has issues. Don't we all? Well then, I'll see you guys around. I'll make sure to drop in and say goodbye before I leave tomorrow. Thanks, you should give me a call sometime too. Good evening. How about we get together and have lunch tomorrow? Sounds good to me. See ya tomorrow. That said, I'll probably end up pulling an all-nighter tonight. Bye-bye. Oh, there you are. Yuna, Altina, Muse. And look, even Tita's here. Alright, I haven't said hello to anyone else besides Muse yet. Good to see you, Yuna. It's been a while. You as well, Altina, Tita. Good to see you too. It's only been 19 days since we last met. Hehe. I was so surprised when I heard from George. I excused myself earlier as to not intrude. But when I told Yuna and Altina you were here, they insisted upon coming by to say hello. Well, yeah, we promised we'd all get together. And you, instructor, why didn't you invite me? Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I probably should have. Oh no, it's my fault. I should have let you all know I'd be stopping by. No, you've got nothing to apologize for, Elise. But hey, aren't you headed to Heimdall? The last train's going to leave soon, isn't it? Well, about that, Elise will be spending tonight at the dorms. What? For real? Yay! I suspected that might be the case. Will you perhaps be spending the night locked away with Instructor Rin in his room? Absolutely not. She'll be staying in the guest room tonight. I checked with the principal earlier and in her words, Elise can stay for as many nights as she pleases. She would say that. Oh, in that case, Elise, instead of some boring old guest room, why don't you stay with us? You're fine with it, right, Ellie? No objections. Commence pajama party. She's so cute! Oh no, she should stay with Tita and me. After all, I was her underclassman at St. Astrea. Oh yes, I'd be more than happy to have her stay with us. This is getting way too noisy. If this keeps going, they'll tear her in two. Oh, since you've got the opportunity, why not take them up on their offer, Alice? Hehe. I agree, but as a teacher, I recommend you don't stay up too late. In that case... I would love to join you all for the night. Aww. Cute like Rin.
片付いていますね。建物そのものは古いのに、綺麗に管理されているみたいですし。
Sure, you can thank Celestine for that. You don't have to go through the trouble of cleaning my room though. I can take care of it myself.
そうでしょうね。見えない部分は少々行き届いていないみたいですし。
Oh well, I've been pretty busy, you know.
わかっています。明日、私にお掃除させてください。夕方までに帰れば大丈夫ですから。
No, I couldn't possibly ask you to do that. Since you came to visit, I should show you around.
どうせ兄様のことですから、休日もお忙しくされているのでしょう。分校のこと、生徒さん方のこと、邪魔するのは本意ではありませんから。私は勝手にお手伝いや見学をしていますから、どうか有意義に過ごされてください。
Elise, no. I want to show you around. You win, but we're eating breakfast and lunch together at least. I wouldn't let you get out of that.
はい。兄様、こちらが父様とユンロウ氏の手紙です。
Ah, thanks for bringing those to me. I guess Master came back to visit while I was away in Crossbell, huh? I would have liked to see him, but I guess that's how it was meant to be. But why didn't Dad just send these directly to
多
me?
分、兄様の事情をおもんばかっていらっしゃるんでしょう。この手紙も郵便ではなく、運送会社が届けてくれましたから。
I see. Did he do that in case the letters were inspected? Does that mean there's sensitive information in them?
その、父様と何かおありになったのですか？
No, why do you
年
ask?
末、兄様が帰省された時、父様と兄様がお互いに遠慮し合っているように見えたものですから。詳しいことは存じません。ですが、あの内戦の終わりに何かがあったのでは。それが兄様と父様の間にわだかまりのようなものを。
Do you make your little
久
sister
しぶり
worried?
だな。我が息子よ。お前には英雄としてしばらく役に立ってもらうぞ。
There's no need to worry. We're not fighting or anything. I'm still Dad's beloved son. And him, Mum, and you are all my family. Nothing will ever change that.
はい。
Oh. Yeah. All done getting ready for your sleepover?
失礼します。皆さん。あはは、ちょうどベッドの準備もできまして。パジャマの予備もちゃんと確保できま
Oh,
し
they're
た。
so cute. Like so excited. Oh, because I've sensed your presence there for some time now.
だから察知されると何度も。と言いながら、アルティナさんも興味津々でしたよね。砂糖菓子よりもなお甘いシュバルツァー兄弟の濃密な。
Yes, I think you've been reading too much romance novels.
それです。はあ、エリゼ先輩のそれがないと。ああ、小娘が揃ってほんと貸し増しったら、廊下もうるさそうだし、私はここで寝かせて。いやーって何するのよ。
Just missing. What is this?
そ
せっかくだからセリーヌさんも来てよ。
What did you just grab, Yuna?
いろいろ聞きたい
Can't
ことも
see
ある
it.
し。
確かに学生時代の教官の赤裸々な情報を知ってそうですね。赤裸々。エリゼ先輩も含めて
Oh wait, there
今
she
夜は盛り
appeared.
上がりそうですね。それでは兄様、おやすみなさいませ。
Good night. Try not to stay up too late. Oh, more people. Ah, I cannot believe what an angel Instructor Reen's sister is. Her uniform is simply perfect and she's just so pure. She's the student council president at St. Astrea Girls' School, right? Kurt, go talk to her. Put that obnoxiously handsome face of yours to work and ask if we can join too. Come on. I refuse. You guys know tomorrow's our free day, right? So that's Schwarz's sister, huh? But I guess they aren't blood related. But if that's the case, then... Dear Reen, it has been some time. Last I laid eyes on you was before you left for the academy, so 2 years ago? Theo showed me a recent picture of you and I could tell at a glance you've grown into a fine young man. I've no doubt you're a hit among the ladies, but knowing you, that popularity is going completely to waste. Truth be told, I must journey to the eastern half of the continent. Its plight grows worse by the day. The dragon veins are nearly depleted and the barren land spreads. It is a world wholly different from the west. I shan't return to Western Zamoria for at least half a year. I would have liked to see you before I left, but I suppose this is Adios's will. I hear you earned yourself the title of Ashen Chevalier for your deeds in the Empire's civil war. I'm sure there are many things which cause you hesitation and disquiet your heart. The power within you that led you to seek my training, the mystery of your birth, your past, but you need not worry about such things. The knowledge I passed down to you was that of the seventh form, the blade that brings a flash of light to drive back the darkness. Mastering this form is more difficult than any other. I do not know if you are even capable of such a feat yet. 10 years ago, it was you I chose to be my final disciple, not Cassius nor Arios. I chose you and you alone to be the final blade to complete the 8 leaves. In this time of turbulence, become the flashing blade which illuminates the darkness, even if for the briefest moment. I believe you and those comrades whose souls are intertwined with yours are capable of this. Goodbye for now. Once I've returned from the east and we have reunited, I shall impart to you my final teachings. Yun Ka Fai. How does he always do that? He writes as though he knows everything I've done and sees right through me. Eastern Zamoria. In recent years, it's grown barren, but there's less and less fertile land to grow around. I'm sure Master doesn't need me to worry about him. No, it's not my place to worry about him. The seventh form is void, emptiness, darkness, yet it's also a blade that brings a flash of light to illuminate the darkness. He's always told me that, but I think I'm finally starting to understand. I think it's a bit too much to call me the final blade to complete the 8 leaves. By the very least, I want to be strong enough to protect my friends and students, and in order to do that, I need to overcome this wall. I've also got this letter from Dad, a letter he needed Elise to hand-deliver to me. Dear Reen, it's been a while since we last talked, huh? About 6 months or so, I guess. Judging from your last letter, you seem to be doing well. I'm sure Elise mentioned it, but Master Ka-Fai visited Mir in late May. He left a letter for you, so I sent it to Elise via a reliable source so she could deliver it to you in person. I'd also like to tell you that which I promised I would. I imagine by now you know about your birth father. Elise had her suspicions, but your mother and I immediately knew something was amiss when you last visited. First off, I needed to apologize for not telling you sooner. I've known Gilead Osborne for about 40 years. His family were commoners from the north, but his father and mine were acquainted. When he lost his family to an avalanche, we took him in. He was 13 years old at that time. I was only 5 then, so I looked up to him as an older brother. Once he was 17, he left Mir and enrolled at Tours. After his graduation, he joined the army and was promoted at a remarkable rate. Because of this, the nobles took notice and tried to quash his rise through the ranks. Even after my father passed on and I took over Mir, Gilead continued to keep in contact until that day 14 years ago. It had been 3 years since I heard his
ある
voice.
子供を引き取ってほしい。そして私との一切の関係を忘れ、その子にも告げないでもらいたい。すまないテオ。だがもう君だけが頼りなのだ。
I accepted his request and immediately took a horse out to the place he told me. The rest you should know. The moment I saw the child, I knew it was his. I knew Gilead was married and had a child. I'd even seen pictures. But seeing the child up close, he resembled his mother more than anything. Even so, I chose to forget all that and take that child in as a member of the Schwarzer family. Fortunately, Lucia agreed and Elise warmed up to him in no time. From then on, it all felt like a wondrous dream. That child grew up into a man any parent can be proud of. Of course, Elise was proud of her dear older brother as well. I knew he worried about the mysterious power deep within him, but he studied under Master Ka-Fai in order to get it under control. We, his parents, and his sister will always be proud of him. He is an irreplaceable member of our family. Oh. Much has changed since then, yet I know he is still the same young man we all love. My older brother Gilead was kind and dependable. I know he would not have left his child were there any other choice. That said, I refuse to give you back to him. Even if it comes down to a bare-knuckle brawl between us, even if I have no chance of winning, I will never let you go. Above all, I wanted to make sure you knew this. That's why I wrote to you today. Sorry it took such a long time to say it. Say hi to Elise for me. Sincerely, Dad. Aww. I'm so blessed to have such wonderful family and friends. And on top of that, now I have great co-workers and students. I need to make sure I'm not over-reliant on them. Hello, Kamashio. Yes, so sad. The feels. A bit conflicted with his dad, Osborne, though. Must know something about my powers. What really happened that day 14 years ago? What happened to my birth mother? He did contact me just once after the incident, though it was simply a request from Imperial Chancellor to a local baron. 12 years ago, he asked me to introduce him to a young noble from the Alberia family to whom I was teaching falconry at the time. In retrospect, I feel my introduction to him was a prelude to recent events, such as the Civil War and the occupation of Crossbell. It's possible this isn't relevant, but I thought I'd let you know anyway. Ouroboros, the Black Workshop, the Enforcers, the Jaegers, the Gnomes, and that masked man, oh that's a lot of people, and the Iron Bloods he founded. I'm seeing more of the big picture little by little, but the truth is still shrouded in darkness. You need to light the way, Rin Schwarzer. Be the shining blade that cuts through the darkness. The last part was kind of cheesy, not gonna lie. Be the shining blade that cut through the darkness. Light the path for everyone. Next day, Sunday, is a free day.
今回の依頼となります。
Thank you. Okay, this one's for sure, as usual. A 7 and the cat. Right? Be the last one. Hello, Rena, I have a favor to ask. Would you welcome by Sunday school? Chapel, okay. Starting, I'll be waiting at the bridge. Frankie, yes, Frankie, the nice weirdo. Looks like we've got quite a few this time. My word, you're still running around playing. Oh wait, that's Celine. I thought it was Celestine. My word, you're still running around playing errand boy on top of all your teaching duties. Never change, do you, Rin? Is there anything I can do to help? I'll let you know if I come across anything I could use help with. That said, you've been busy as I have. Make sure you get some rest today. Hehe. You're certainly one to talk, but very well, I shall rest up. I suppose I may as well if I'm to be staying here for another day anyway. Because of this morning. Miss Elise, spend one more night here. It would wound my pride as an Orobonian noble if I were to let you leave without treating you to a feast. She sure knows how to get her way. Whose bright idea was it to make someone like her the principal? Hehe. Well, it would be rude of me to decline such a generous offer. She contacted my school for me, so I'll be fine as long as I leave early tomorrow. Just go about your work like you usually do, Rin. Thanks. Well, I'll be off now. Do be careful. Mr. Celestine, can you tell me where the tool storage room is? But of course, I'll guide you there if you'll excuse us. Thank you, Celestine. Best character. Everybody needs a Celestine. I've got some errands of my own to take care of. There are some finishing touches that need to be done for the training, so let me know when you're headed to the keep. Sure thing. Thanks, Celine. Yeah. See you later. I'm just gonna go eat some fish and take a couple naps. I'll head to Professor Schmidt's place once I'm done with the other requests. Alright.